Hi, my name is Darren Tay. I'm the 2016 World Champion of Public Speaking. And he's George. He's the prop of the World Champion of Public Speaking 2016 in this video series. And as you can guess, what I'm going to talk about in this video, I'm going to talk about choosing and selecting the right props. If you look at this particular prop, it's big, it's huge, and more importantly, it draws attention to it. The kind of prop that you want would need to be able to do just that. If you're speaking before a huge crowd and your prop is a small, tiny pen, that's not going to draw attention unless you have some special technology, some special equipment to help magnify the image to the audience members. So a prop needs to be big enough to be seen, it needs to be conspicuous enough so that the audience members can follow your description. Now, that is not the most important aspect of a prop. Many people ask me, Darren, how do I choose my prop properly? How do I go about selecting the right prop? Are there some props that would just divert attention away? Or are there some props that would truly mean and serve a powerful purpose? The litmus test is always this. Ask yourself, does the prop advance your speech? Does the prop advance your speech? In my speech, if I were to simply just bring this guy up, and I'm not using him to illustrate any point whatsoever, just like in this video, this does not advance my speech. Well, maybe it does help to illustrate the point that a prop needs to be obvious, but in my speech, it will not be that helpful because other than just sitting here and looking cute, diverting attention away from me, it doesn't serve much. Some people ask me in my grand final speech where I wore an underwear outside my pants, the Calvin Klein underwear. Ask me, is that really a gimmick? But my point is this. It is not a gimmick if it passes the litmus test. That it serves a specific function and purpose, and it advances your speech. Now, audience members are very intelligent. They are not dumb. The audience members seated there and those watching worldwide, they could see that when the underwear was worn outside, and eventually to the later part of my speech, it served a powerful purpose. When I wore the underwear on the stage for 5 minutes, and I asked the audience members, did you feel that 5 minutes was too long? Everyone said, yeah, 5 minutes was way too long. But then I asked them, then how long, if you felt 5 minutes was long, how long have you been wearing your invisible underwear outside your pants? How long have you been allowing your own inner bully to take charge of your life? I was vulnerable enough to be able to stand on stage to wear the underwear outside my pants to feel the discomfort because I'm coming to terms with it. And so can you, and let us all be vulnerable together. The main point of the underwear was to advance that powerful message of dealing with inner bullies. It wasn't a mere gimmick. So it advanced the purpose, the message of my speech, and that should be your litmus test. If I were to simply just wear the underwear, go up there and dance, come up with a few dance moves, the audience members would be smart enough to detect that, the judges would be smart enough to detect that as a gimmick and would not give me the right amount of points. Many other world champions did the same. We have, of course, Darren LaCroix, who fell flat on his face. We had Ed Tate, who asked the audience members to participate with a dialogue in the story. We had Dhananjaya, who came up with a roast. We had Muhammad Katani, who came up with a cigarette. So these are not just mere gimmicks. These are, in fact, props that do advance a certain speech, purpose, and message. And that's why it continues to be effective. So ladies and gentlemen, in selecting your prop, ask yourself this question, which must be your litmus test. Does it advance your speech? And if it does advance your speech, the next question you need to ask yourself would be, do you think it's for the right audience at the right place at the right time? And the only way you can get the answer to it is to test it out before a live audience, before you give that particular speech in the most important event of all, the grand final stage. So George over here is with me, and he other than serving the purpose of me trying to encourage the audience members to choose something that's conspicuous, it serves no other purpose at all, and easily can be removed or can be ditched. So, I look forward to seeing you, choosing the right prompt, and sharing with me how you feel. Feel free to comment on this video. I look forward to seeing you in my next video series. Take care. How to impress the audience members right from the start without even having to say a single word. Now the thing is, many people think that the moment you come out on stage, you need to be of high energy and you start to rock the stage. But that's not necessarily the case.